Don't message me on Instagram and tell me that you've just bought properties and you're making loads of money, and then don't expect me to not turn up at your house. Because this is the thing. Narelle, good to see you.
How you doing?
Narelle messaged me on Instagram. When you first messaged me on Instagram like a year or so back,
yeah.
What were you doing? What was your job? Were you just been made redundant?
Yeah, just been made redundant from the lorry driving.
So lorry driver, made redundant, bad credit, no money, now buying houses, property millionaire, and I just thought I had to come and see. So when did you buy this?
It completed yesterday. We bought it about 20 days ago.
You know what, it's funny, when I was driving in, because you gave me the postcode just now on Instagram, as I was driving in, I was thinking, surely it's not this big one. And then I come up and of course it is, it's Narelle.
Of course.
The big thinker. What made you want to buy this? I guess just your vision, right?
Yeah, like obviously it's a stunning property. We got it post-auction, so we got it cheaper than we could have, possibly.
So you waited it to not sell?
Yeah, basically.
Little tip, right, with auction, wait for the properties to not sell, then when the vendor is like, oh, it didn't sell, come in, bang.
Yeah.
How much you pay for it?
$240. Gonna lease it to an assisted living provider.
And have you got them already?
Yeah. This house is really disgusting, as you can see. Yeah. So this will become a utility room. We'll have multiple washing machines, door dryers, everything in here.
Stinks! Talk about buying the worst house on the best street. This is like the worst house on the worst street.
Yeah, it is. But obviously, because of the size of it, we can maximise the profits on the back end.
Right.
Because we get the commercial valuation, it doesn't really matter that it's here.
Narelle, you've got some vision! What kind of damp is that?
I believe that this is all because of the slip tiles and things on the roof.
Right.
So it's obviously, I don't believe it's rising, because there's a cellar underneath. Structurally, it's solid. It's absolutely solid.
What are the 5 things you need to do before buying a property for auction? Let's talk about those together. I mean, the first thing that you need to do is you need to see it.
Yeah.
So, did you view it?
Yeah.
Number 2, will you tell me what are some of the things?
Survey.
Survey. Did you get a survey before or after you bought it or bidded?
In between.
Did you buy it on auction terms or did you buy it
on auction terms?
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Number 3?
Have the cash ready to go.
Bang!
Yeah.
Now when we met you had no cash.
Yeah.
So where's all this cash coming from? We're buying all these houses.
Investors on board.
When you got wallpaper, sometimes people think, oh, I'll take the wallpaper off and then I'll paint it. But you gotta have a little luck.
You gotta.
Because this is the thing, you ain't painting this.
This is all black mortar, so these cracks aren't substantial.
You know what? You're gonna need to knock this out.
Yep.
Knock it back to brick.
Yep.
Base coat it. Skim it. That's a lot more expensive than a paint. And I imagine that a lot of the house is gonna need
this huge,
knocking back to brick.
chunk.
The windows look okay.
Yeah, on some of the building.
Do you know what though? The view is not bad. Okay, these windows need changing.
Yeah, exactly. So half the building's good, half of it's not.
You can't take the wallpaper off and you want to know what's the wall like underneath, does it need plastering? You can knock on the wall, so like if you knock, it seems quite solid, but knock. See, I can tell, see how the sound's different, like, that's hard, solid. It's gone off plaster. You can see little cracks here. Again, they're not structural cracks. The survey came back good. If you get a survey and it comes back good and then it's bad, you can sue the surveyor. So this is just plastering. A plaster's gonna charge you about 150 quid a day. It's probably gonna take them at least a day to do a room. So I'm just trying to tot up how much this refurb is gonna cost. But knowing Narelle, she'll get everything cheap. I'm also gonna guess how much the rent you're gonna get for it is gonna be.
Okay, yeah.
That'll be an interesting thing. We'll see what happens. Are you happy though with the figures that you've got? Are you happy with?
Absolutely.
Oh, there's another story.
Yeah, we're not done. We're thinking of getting an antiques person in as well, because some of the stuff in here is, I wouldn't want to touch it or keep it, but there's probably some value in some of the stuff in these hoarding rooms. Apparently, it's nothing to do with me.
Don't look that valuable to me. I reckon size of this house, I'm gonna say 220 square meters. Do you want to know how big a house is? Go to the EPC register. Oh, 279.
I knew I'd seen the figure.
I was a bit off then with that. I was like, it's big.
It's big.
That's humongous.
Yeah.
So this is twice the size of a large family home.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at the state of the bathroom. How did it get like this? I know if I was doing this refurb with my team and it was in my area, I wouldn't be getting it less than 120.
We've got 140.
I think 140 is really good. You bought it yesterday for how much?
240.
240, spending 140 on it.
Yeah.
So that's 380 in total. How many bedrooms?
It'll be 16.
16?
They only need 6 meters squared per room, which is tiny. We're not
16 bedrooms?
Yeah.
I didn't see 16 bedrooms. What are you doing?
8.
You're chopping them up in half?
No, so this becomes a bedroom and that one does. So you have a big kitchen diner out here. You split the bigger bedrooms upstairs as well. So we're not splitting all the bedrooms.
All right, per year, I'm gonna guess you're gonna be getting 75 grand a year.
Yes, about right. 76.8.
Okay, that was pretty spot
That
on.
was pretty good.
You know what? Because I know, I mean, I know how much these people pay.
Yeah.
But if you're renting out for 65 grand a year,
No maintenance, no bills.
no maintenance, and you bought it for 240, I mean, that's brilliant. What's the commercial valuation going to be likely to be?
So I've done the normal commercial HMO valuation, which
Yeah.
takes into account operating costs. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that because they're taking care of the operating costs. But with the operating costs in, it's coming in at 562.
So you're likely,
it's still
you're likely to
62
have
grand.
around sort of 600 plus as a commercial valuation. How did you finance this then? You said the money
Another
came
investor,
from
yeah.
an investor, which came from coming on Winners Wednesday.
Yeah.
Part of the community. Get in the world, man. Get out of your house. Come to the events. Come meet with investors. All of your deals you financed with investors' money.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant.
Which
Yeah.
is why we offer such a big return on your money. But actually, it doesn't matter if we don't get loads on the back end.
Yeah.
But we get the cash flow, the capital growth, and the net worth, essentially.
Right. Other things you need is to know your maximum bid.
Yeah. Have a limit.
The fifth thing, read the legal pack.
Yes.
Because you don't know what you're buying. You don't know the boundaries. Don't buy a house and just hope that you get planning permission, because you might not. Buy a house because the house in its own right is good.
Yes.
And then the planning permission is called the cherry on the cake. If the planning permission is the cake, then buy it on an option agreement subject to planning. So
Yep.
what are you gonna try and get planning for? Just another house or what?
Well, so this is what I was thinking, because we're going to give whatever we do build, if we can, to the
Yeah.
assisted living again.
Right,
They do one house will be female, one house will be male.
right.
So what I'm thinking is possibly 2 more.
This one's a big thinker, man. This one. Yeah, but Welsh Council.
Granted, but they've
Oh,
worked
terrible.
with this, they've worked with this assisted living provider for a number of years. They've been going since 2000.
So they might want you to build the house on the basis that you're helping, you're giving back.
Yeah.
But this is the thing.
And they know the
You're
provider.
helping asylum seekers.
Yeah.
You're helping the council are happy.
Yeah.
That's another thing, man. Another tip. Go with the tide. Don't swim against the tide. Go with it. If the council or if the country are saying we need more this, bring that to them. Don't be trying to fight what
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Well done, Narelle. If you want to learn about property, I don't think there's anybody that's teaching property better than I do. Would you agree?
No, you're the best.
Come spend a day with me. I'll leave a link in the description. Narelle, keep kicking ass.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Thank
Book
you.
now. Let's do it. Let's do this.